For who, Boyz? I got four. Four people reaching out for him. Boyz? Nah, you know he can't. He don't fit in my defense. I'm stuck, bro. You know I already got Dirk. That nigga put in big work for me. Damn, Peter Work versus Sheldon Work. This is crazy. Isaac Muhammad versus Prince Hakeem. These niggas is Muslimed out.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Cuts fielded in the end zone.
Oh my goodness!
A nice return sets him up pretty good here at
Slim
the
out here.
30-yard line.
Already. Slim Pickens. Yeah. See with this new. Oh damn! I forgot to do my
first and 10 now from the 30.
Oh yeah, damn.
And he'll give it here to his running back, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Yeah. He already out.
Stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year.
Peter Ward.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. Good track. Out. Check.
Now a give left side to Falk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after
he ain't coming back.
5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, niggas ain't going to be ready for that adjustment.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch out. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now a give right side. McFarland, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Oh, you ain't catching him. You ain't catching him. You ain't catching him. It's a wrap.
A big play there. 52 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective,
correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
All right, let me
and
play
put
defense.
Up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Nah, he real
the
basic.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, they coming. You ain't gonna be able to do that.
It's a sack.
They coming.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football.
Oh, yeah, this is what I want to see right here.
For the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Trying to lay one.
Oh, that's a wrap. I see that one. Oh, let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either.
Oh, that's Reeves, but it don't matter.
And it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Yes, that's what I wanted to see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Okay.
Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd down, Braxton.
Yeah, he still got some gas in the
9
tank.
yards to pick up there.
Still
It's
got
a
some
first
gas in
down.
the tank.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him. They gassed it a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
In your face.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Slam.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check three. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Back to throw. Winslow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust to account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure.
What section are you from?
You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
You know he's special. I ain't trying to do all that yet. It's still early.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Are you right?
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time when they were up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end.
Oh, my God.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in
I take it, but he was wide open.
It's a game, that sort of deal. You miss a time. It's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
What should I
pull out? For when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Oh, what play was that? Oh, that wasn't the play I picked.
Sack back at the 9-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Oh, it's 3rd down, God damn it.
Check 31.
I'm drinking the same shit tonight, man. that's why that play ain't go over. Picked a run play, they came out and passed.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On
yeah,
this
man.
They had to be alert for the possibility of a pass.
And he finished drinking this bottle, man.
Understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Oh, what a move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Rush in. Check three.
They'll run on 3rd down with Falk. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. He'll return it from the 6. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, my God.
Inside the 30.
That showed him. Never mind.
A huge play there for Denver.
Never mind.
57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this.
It's expected.
They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air.
That adjustment, I got to get used to
Don't need to
myself.
run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll drop the throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Come on, 6'8", you got to catch that. You got to catch that.
Backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run the counter. McFarland.
That's why I got you starting, bro. That's why I got you starting.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Winslow, wide open receiver, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Winslow. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Let's go.
Snags it for
Let's go.
Nice pick, nice pick.
It's inside 2 minutes, automatic review. And it's a turnover, so it's automatic review.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
I said it before.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I'm scared of him in practice. Shit.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 15. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in.
And got his man complete. And he's taken
still
down
doing
right
it, bro. Still doing it.
They'll get 34 yards there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. And 58 is the mic. Go, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Shoot! Kill. Sponge.
They'll try and run for it. And fights through one man. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward on 1st down. McCann. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 1. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We got 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 24, check 24.
He'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there.
No, not yet.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Stretch right, stretch left, did you?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's going to fire one, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You remember me? You remember me?
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
Oh, yeah. Denied.
Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had...
Denied.
With such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a week 1 victory. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This nigga put up 230 yards. Woof. He gave me the middle finger. Because I let him stick around just enough to make him feel like, you know, he had a chance. He couldn't throw the ball. He couldn't throw it at all. This nigga Ward put up 230 yards off 7 catches. And he not even at the 1 no more. 6'8", yep. Nothing. Yep. Yep, first game, man. I want to see what Ward like over there. This nigga went off. Hey, I'm starting to. This one catch he made though, oh my God. Anybody else would have coughed that up. That's one. That was his only touchdown too. Dang. Oh shit, you right, that hole was wide the fuck open. God damn, what was I looking at? I just wanted to get to the outside with the nigga, that's what it was. He ran right past that motherfucker, that shit spread like the Red Sea. God damn. No, I didn't. That was just me just trying to get to the outside. Yeah, I was just trying to get to the outside, yup. Yeah. Oh, they ain't gonna show it. They ain't gonna show it. Oh yeah, damn. Yeah, I cut it out when I should have just cut it straight on up with this nigga. Damn, yep, you right. Yep. Yeah, you right. I'm just out here funny. What? Just out there hit niggas. Yeah, it's like I don't even want to play. I don't even want the ball. I just want to hit niggas. Oh yeah, they definitely should have reviewed that. He had his foot on the line. Maiden. Yeah. Well, he tried to interview it, but it was inside 2 minutes, so it was automatic review. And it's a turnover, so turnovers are automatically reviewed. Oh, shit. That wasn't a catch either. They out here cheating like shit, yeah. Madden out here cheating like shit. He definitely was out of bounds. Oh, yeah, they cheating like shit.